Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Right, we have a couple of minutes before the meditation starts. And in these few minutes, it's always a great idea to pay attention to your breath. Your breath brings you into a calm space. Your breath has a direct influence on your nervous system. When you breathe deep and slow, when you breathe through your belly, you're activating the calm part of your nervous system. Breathe in, fill up your belly as if there's a balloon that you can fill up with air. And then slowly as you exhale, have that balloon become empty and the air flow out. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Estelle. Awesome seeing all of you here. And somebody, good morning. Right, our teacher for this week is Oprah. New breath today. I like that one, Linda. May you have new breath today. Vivian, good morning. It's good to see you. Alrighty. Our topic today is surrender. What does surrender mean? Surrender can be a difficult topic to wrap our head around. And I like the way Oprah speaks about surrender, because surrender often sounds like giving up. Surrender often sounds like not doing anything, not taking any action. And that's certainly not true for surrender. When we take this journey of surrender, we find that there's a lot of work we can do in surrender. There's a lot of action we can take while still in surrender. Michelle, a very good morning to you. Craig, good morning. It's always good to see you pop in. Alrighty, so how does Oprah speak about surrender? She says, when you have done everything that you can do, then surrender. Give yourself up to the power and the energy that is greater than yourself. But it's very clear, you have to do everything you can do. And then realize you can't do more than you can do. And learn also how to surrender. Anthony, good evening, dude. Good to see you. Dream big, dream very big, work hard, work very hard, and after you've done all you can, you stand, wait, and fully surrender. That will be our journey today, is that experience of doing what you can do, but then also figuring out how to surrender fit in to your day, to your life. Oprah says, what has made me successful is the ability to surrender my plans, dreams, and goals to a power that is greater than other people and greater than myself. Maggie, a very good morning to you. And then the last thoughts, and this will be in our journey this morning as well, in our experience this morning as well. What is the thing that makes it so difficult for us to surrender? Oprah says, whatever you fear most has no power. It is your fear that has the power. The thing itself cannot touch you, but if you allow your fear to seep into your mind and overtake your thoughts, it will rob you of your life. Fear is the thing. It is the seed of everything we struggle with, is our own fear. And it plays a huge role in preventing us from surrendering. Right, our journey today, as I've already said, is surrender. And trying to get very practical. What does surrender give us? Where does surrender take us? What does surrender create in our lives? If you're ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. Take a deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more. Big breath in. Let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. Fill up your belly with air. And as you do, feel yourself grow and expand in all directions from that place, from your core outwards. Grow bigger. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. For the most part, for most of us, this is true. Since you've started going to school, all the way back when, you've never been taught about surrender. You've been taught about doing. Don't forget to breathe though, all the way up and all the way down. The biggest part of your life, everything and everyone around you have taught you how to do and do and do more. And all the doing tends to be never good enough, always falling short. So somehow more has to be done. Doing is good. Taking action is what we need, however, only doing and not having a balance with surrender eventually completely robs us of any clarity. The only real teacher you need for surrender is your breath. Feel it. Breathe in. Rise up. Create, but also let go. Become softer. Collapse. Surrender. For a moment, pay attention to every inhale. Feel the power, feel the creating, feel the doing in your inhale. But what would happen if you tried to inhale only? One long inhale forever. That sounds pretty horrible to me. Now pay attention to your exhale. Feel what your exhale allows for. It allows for putting things down. It allows for a softening. It allows for letting go. Your breath beautifully teaches you how much you need both. Creating and also surrendering. We'll take the last few big breaths of the space together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles to the left and also to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. And big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Move your upper body, move your back muscles, and move your spine. Loosening up your back muscles. You're also moving the spinal fluid, which switches on your nervous system, which wakes up your brain. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened into presence as much as we can, we'll turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body, and as you do, invite softness into your body. Feel which muscles might need a little bit more softness. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow throughout your body. You're dropping your head, your shoulders are falling, your body is softening, and you are slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow. Feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels easy. And when you let go, make it the longest, slowest exhale possible. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, feel yourself slip into the calmness that is your body right now. Take your next big breath. We'll start with what too much doing tends to cause for us. The reminder is that the lesson is not that we don't take action. The lesson is not that we don't do. But normally, we've overlearned that lesson. We have fallen into way too much doing. I want you to imagine yourself in your pond, standing with half your body submerged in the water, and the upper half out of the water, in your pond. And too much doing tends to cause too much movement in this water. It stirs up the muddiness. The water becomes unclear. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, create this picture for yourself. Can you see yourself in your pond, having done a lot of doing? And there's not much clarity in this water right now. Take your next big breath. This is a natural process. It's not something that's bad or wrong and that we have to try and avoid. But often we do get caught up in a little bit too much doing. And surrender is necessary. What makes it difficult though is this. When we lose clarity, when too much doing has caused murkiness, muddiness in our water, how often does that lack of clarity create fear? Scared that I can't see what to do next. And how often does fear cause me to automatically do more? And my doing turns into splashing. Splashing and flailing. What does it look like in your pond when you start splashing and flailing out of fear? Take your next big breath. less we see, the more scared we feel, the more scared we feel, the more we splash, and it turns into a full-on storm in our pond. Feels like we haven't had clarity in a very long time. And what we tend to do in this storm in our pond, when we feel at our absolute worst, we look down at the surface, this choppy, wavy surface, and we see a reflection. We should see a fractured, broken reflection of ourselves looking back. Of course we would. There's a storm in this pond. The surface is not flat and smooth. But when we feel at our absolute worst and we look down at the surface of our pond, we'll see this reflection looking back at us, this fractured, broken image. And we believe this is who I am. This broken thing is who I am. Have you felt that happen? Take a moment to remember what that looks and feels like. Take your next big breath. What can you do to the water to return it to calm? What can you do to the water to bring back clarity? The answer is quite obvious: nothing. All doing will continue the storm. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself stepping out of your pond and for the moment doing nothing. Take your next big breath. Power greater than you will bring calmness back to your pond. Watch as the mud settles. Take your next big breath. as the bottom of the pond comes into view again. And it always does. Surrender always leads to this clarity. As the bottom of the pond comes into view again, you can start to see what your next step or two even might be. Don't step yet, but just see. Take your next big breath. And with this smooth surface, now look down at your reflection. Now see what is looking back at you on this glassy, smooth surface of your pond. This reflection is a lot more true. Now you can surrender to what you really are. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Actually, just one more big breath. Slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, lie all the way back down, and feel yourself just floating. There are many ways to step out of your pond. There are lots of tools that help. Right now, this big meditation we're doing is a very helpful way to step out of your pond. waiting for the water to settle and clarity to return. Breathing, taking a moment out of your day to just breathe. Close your eyes, breathe in deep, and allow your body to soften. Breathe slow, a slow rise up, a slow fall down, until the water feels calmer. Journaling can be a great tool for stepping out of your pond, because as much as we try to step out the pond, it doesn't necessarily mean the thoughts cease to exist. And sometimes allowing those thoughts to spill out over a paper can help to step out of the pond. Imagine listening to someone else and allowing them to just speak while you just write down what they're saying. You could very effectively do that for you too. There are many thoughts that bubble up to the surface and feel like almost it's a different voice doing the thinking. It doesn't matter how it comes up for you, but you can be the one that says, just keep speaking, I'll write down whatever you say. Getting out in nature, taking a walk through a park, or even just in your garden if you're lucky enough to have one. Getting out in nature is a great way of stepping out of your busy pond. Moving your body. During the storm in our pond, our body gets flooded with emotion, with chemistry, a chemical mixture of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. One of the simplest ways to move emotion through your cells is with motion. Motion moves emotion. Work out. Go for a walk. Make it as vigorous as you can. All helpful tools for stepping out of your pond. Experiment with them and more. And find what works best for you. To stop stirring the water, allowing a greater power than you to do the work. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for my calm pond. Calm in this moment, anyway. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for getting better at recognizing the moment that fear wants me to splash more. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to get out of my pond. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be kind with myself in the moment I realize there's a storm again in my pond and I didn't realize how much I was splashing. Thank you for being kind with myself when I have that realization. Not be hard on myself for making the same mistake again. And just taking the opportunity to then, when I see it, okay, let's get out now. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being a part of our journey today. Charlene, good morning. Stephen, good morning. It's good to see you, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunmarie and Estelle and Linda. And Rebecca, it's so good to see you again this morning. Thank you, Vivian. Have a beautiful day. It is very natural that in the course of us trying to do, and we have to take action, we have to do things too, we can't just be. It's very natural that we stir up our pond. I don't know that it can completely be avoided, but we can have a much simpler relationship with that. Realize when it's been enough doing, and then put everything down until we get back to the doing. Sadhguru has a beautiful way of explaining that we can do everything in a restful state. And we can get better at combining. Michael Singer wrote the book, The Untethered Soul. And he speaks a lot about surrender, what surrender is. And that we don't necessarily have to get out of that surrendered state in order to do. But we can really work from a place of surrender too. The two can go hand in hand a little bit better. Lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful day. And see you soon. Ciao, ciao.